gonna be a blessing. You see, I want to live my life in the overflow. I want to have more than enough. Check this out. Well, it's time for me to start to elevate. Been down too long, time to graduate. Mount up my wings like an eagle, you see. Turn all my dreams to reality.
Y'all boy, move up, man.
They know it's not gonna hold me back from my home stars. Promise that if I have faith, if I believe, faith the size of a mustard seed. I want to be blessed, to be a blessing. Prosperous life, no more stressing. That won't know me from the moon to the sun. He'll keep blessing me in that recession. I got to do something with this life he give. His plan for me, that's what I wanna live. As long as I got God on my side, the hater just gonna have to let me fly. Yes, I am in the overflow. In the overflow. I'm blessed when I go. Don't you wanna live in the overflow? Living. Yes, I am in the overflow. In the overflow.
The warm-up song. Hey, 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 hey.
Oh, yes, I am in the overflow. In the overflow. I'm blessed when I go. Don't you wanna live in the overflow? Living. Yes, I am in the overflow. In the overflow. I'm blessed when I go. Don't you wanna live in the overflow?
Hey, 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 that's how we get it crunk. That's how we get it crunk going before we get started, man.
You gotta believe in your
hey, hey, I see my boy Jermaine in the house. Hey, I see my boy Charisma in the house. Yeah. Don't get crunk, fool. Hey. For that old school, y'all. For that old school. Started, man. Y'all ready to get this thing started? Huh? Somebody need you to walk or something, man. Somebody need you to bank ass bounce or something. That's what I'm talking about. Do the bounce to get this thing started. Hey. All right, y'all. That's it, y'all. That song right there is called Overflow. That's the theme song right there. It's the theme song to Overflow, the Everyday People Show. The show where folks like who? Me and you. We get to come on and just chop this thing up, man. Whatever y'all want to talk about, man. What's going on in the world today? What's going on? We got we got the transition going on, man. We got a lot of stuff going on, man. Y'all see I'm rocking the Georgia hat. Called the center of the political world, baby. We the center of the political world now, baby. Georgia, our vote count, baby. What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna get on the vote or y'all gonna barbecue and mildew, man? What y'all got on y'all mind today, man? Let me bring my guest in, man. Let me bring my co-host in first, man. You know I gotta bring that boy. Charisma, what's up, homie?
Hey, you know your boy in the building. You know
your boy in the building. What going on, man?
It's going digital in the A, man.
What's going on, man? What's been going on this week?
Man, they gonna recount these votes. You feel me?
Oh man, I don't know why they keep recounting all these. Them folk gonna be tired, man.
GA made. Hey, we got the vaccine coming. It's going down, bro.
Uh-oh. You ready for Thanksgiving, bro? Or you don't believe in that? What? You don't believe in Thanksgiving? You don't believe in the pagan holiday?
Bro, you just tried the kid. Really, bro?
Hey, let me get that boy Jermaine in here. Jermaine, what's up, man?
Ask Jermaine.
Jermaine, what's going on, homie?
Ain't nothing, chilling, man. What's going on with y'all?
What you got? I'm gonna try not to. I'm gonna try not to say the T word today, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try not to say the T
Oh,
word.
please.
Let's say
I can say 45 though. I can say 45 though, right?
No,
Yeah.
we gonna put a meter on you.
Yeah, no 40 nothing. Don't even say 40.
I'm gonna bring my boy in, man. Food, what's up, homie?
Hold up. I just got my package.
What you got? You finally got that money from your dad.
I just got my package in the mail from brother Rizza Islam.
Another test.
I'm gonna rock it tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
I'm loving it.
What you trying to say?
Just got it in the mail.
Man, you know you're gonna take that vaccine. Stop playing.
Experiment.
Stop playing, man. He gonna take that vaccine. You know it.
And to play on what you just said, for everybody watching this show tonight, we have what I call a rump meter. So every time Robert says the word Trump, I will be marking it off. That's why it's called rump. R for his first name and the rest of it for Trump. So this is right here. So I'm gonna keep marking it off. I'm expecting it's gonna be at least 30. So get ready, everybody.
So I can say 45 though, right?
That's fine. That's fine. But you're gonna say the whole thing because you're obsessed with. No, you can't. No, it don't matter because you always talk about a period. So any reference to that man tonight, I'm thinking it's gonna be at least 30. Everybody out there, you can put what you think, but you know we think that Rob is on the payroll, so we're gonna see how this is gonna go tonight.
All right, man. We got two more guests. I see we got two more guests ready to get up in this thing, man. These folk ready to get their talk on. Who we got here? Swan. What's up, man? He got his mic muted.
Ooh, Al, man, how's it going? Been a month.
Yo, what up?
What's going on?
What's going on with you, bro? How the week been, man?
Been good. Been busy.
Been busy?
Yeah, all till Friday. I'm just trying to enjoy it.
Oh, man, I'm off to Friday. I'm off to Monday. I'm off to Monday. All right, we got somebody else, man. We got this boy, Vinny G, in his house.
Yo,
Vinny G, what's up, man?
What up? You already know, man. I got my got milk, but got life insurance thing going on. I'm all about the money, man. That's my favorite. Getting it, ain't nobody gonna do nothing bad to us. We got to get this money.
Hey, what's up, man? Teach me how to get that money, man. We can't teach you how to get that money.
I got you, man. I got you.
What Jermaine went to, man? You need to advertise your clothing line, man.
That's a lot of damn clothes right there.
Hey, Jermaine, tell everybody what you're doing, man. What's up, man, about the clothing line, bro? What's up with the clothing line? Type it down in the box right there. What that?
It's I can't hear you.
The clothing line. What's up with the clothing line? Tell everybody about the clothing line, man.
Rich State of Mind. It's Rich State of Mind. Rich State of Mind clothing, man. It's been we've been open for a little bit over a year, about a year and a half now, man. We moving, trying to change people's state of mind by what they wear. You know what I'm saying? Wear our own. That's the only. I'm wearing nobody else's stuff. I'm wearing my own shit.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, man. You need to invest in Verizon, man.
I got Verizon.
Oh, you do. All right, so what y'all got, man? What's going on? What y'all got, man?
I got a nice little story. Jermaine said I needed to mention it today on the show. Yesterday I was at Publix in Sandy Springs, if I'm not mistaken. So doing my thing, I pushed the cart around down the aisle so I can go grab a couple other things. And there was an old white lady there. I'm gonna call her Betty, with red hair. So I went, came back to the cart. This old raggedy bitch clutches her pearls and says, "Where's your mask?" I looked at her.
Oh, Lord.
And I had to say to myself, I'm in Georgia. I'm older. Well, I gotta say something slick to her, but I can't really wow the fuck out.
Man, they're gonna assassinate
so the first thing that came to my mind was, if you have a mask on, why you worried about my motherfucking face? And then I proceeded to just walk away. So, but for me, I wanted to say, bitch, What the fuck you? Why you get the fuck out?
Hey, man,
Because
we
of our
got
maturity factor,
the machine
she
censoring
got
you,
the
man.
other response. Huh?
No, go ahead. I was just messing with you.
Yeah. So basically, that was my experience yesterday with old Betty. That felt the mini wrath of Fu, and then I just continued to enjoy the rest of my night.
So you didn't have the beef for victory mask on point ready?
I'm not wearing no mask in no places if I really do not have to. And the reason why I say that is because if every employee has a mask on and 95% of the people have a mask on in the supermarket, leave me the fuck alone. I can't hurt nobody. It's impossible. So leave me the fuck alone. I'm good.
Okay, since you talking about the COVID, man, let me bring my boy BT in, man. BT from Texas, man. Houston, Texas in the house.
What's good? What's good? How everybody doing?
Man, y'all motherfuckers just started in the Falcons, man.
Hey, they won though. Shit.
What's going on, man?
Same dirt, different shirt, man. Just trying to be out here in these streets and letting these people know how important it is to register to vote.
So, man, look, I see 3 companies, man, got this vaccine locked and loaded for y'all boys, man.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Y'all know my mind at. Just go ahead.
You ain't voting, man?
Man, fuck that shit, man. They gonna do what they gonna do anyway.
We got to jump back to this topic, then. We got
They
to jump
gonna do
back.
what they gonna do anyway. Either I'm covered. It's about this at the end of the day. If you ain't got this together, it don't matter who you vote for. They're gonna do what the hell they want to do anyway. They already got their agenda set. They're gonna hit y'all with that death shot. Y'all walking right into it. I'm just gonna watch.
Yeah,
I'm just watching it. I'm watching it.
I ain't taking.
I already said this was gonna happen. I said I make a lot of videos talking about this shit. So when it's going down, this is 2 years ago. It's funny to me, and it's not that niggas don't vote. You know what I'm saying? We vote. I vote for the things that I believe in. I'm not just gonna give my vote away freely. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what my ancestors died for. They died to vote for their agendas. So I'm not gonna be voting for somebody just because they're a Democrat or just because, just because. Like, no, like they gotta have something that I believe in. And
I don't think anybody said. I don't think anybody talked about voting Democrat. I'm
just bringing that up because a lot of people that look like us just vote Democrat because they was brought up that way,
right?
And they don't even know why. They just do it just cause. And
I don't think anybody on this forum fits that profile.
Yeah, it's just.
So what's the alternative?
Yeah, but the crazy thing about it is most people do, especially when you got motherfuckers dancing in the street because the new oppressor just got voted in. That's the problem. What we need is more educated and informed voters. Point blank, period, in the story. When we get that, we possibly can have some progress. But until then, those same motherfuckers that's dancing in the street will be the ones complaining when they don't get the shit that they claim that they want. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever, which is a problem.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you're definitely right about that. But you're probably not going to get that though. I mean, you're only going to get a certain level of conscious voters. I mean, that's just life. The way it works. I mean, a lot of people just don't have the time or are not interested in politics to that level to learn about it and learn the history of it, the depths of it, the repercussions of voting for somebody versus somebody else or not voting at all. A lot of people just don't know that, and they're not willing to dig. I mean, so some people were just out there dancing because they hated Trump. I mean, it is what it is. I don't think they were dancing for Biden though.
I think we need to move the needle past voting because the voting issue that's just dead right now. I mean, the next vote ain't coming until February 20 something or whatever. So, but what we facing with now is what we need to come up with and be unified with about not taking this vaccine because we got I was just reading an article where they were talking about the new world economy. It's called they call it the reset, the Great Reset. And what they doing is they pushing that UBI, which everybody's talking about UBI. They want the UBI, but what come with that UBI is that it's going to be a requirement for you to take that damn vaccine. And you know it's going to be a whole bunch of people trying to get some free money. And shit, fuck it, I'm gonna take this damn vaccine to get this UBI, this universal income. And a lot of people going to do that. It's sad to say that a lot of people going to do that, but you know what? The way I see it is, those are the people that need to go anyway. Because if that's what you're trying to do, go ahead. It's going to take out the damn weak and the dumb. That's what I said about this, and that's what I said about this coronavirus shit. I said it's going to eliminate the dumb and the weak. So that's what I think we need to focus.
So Jay, so you basically saying I'm speaking to everybody now. So they really trying to wipe us out in two different ways, two forms of genocide by taking the vaccine and corona. So they don't want to reserve American people.
That's correct.
They want to kill it.
Actually, three, because when people aren't working, you castrate them from their economic money. So it's three ways that going at you. What do the essential workers like? Black and brown people, and then a lot of black and brown people, they don't go to the doctor. I'm a health insurance agent. They don't get health insurance. They have diabetes and shit, and then get health insurance, and then contact corona and shit and be like, whoa, what's going on with me? Like, you ain't been to the doctor in like motherfucking 5 years, dude. Like, the essential worker look like us, and we dying because we can't afford to stay home. But them white boys sit at home and tell you what to do from their house.
Facts. That's fact.
Yeah.
That is fact.
But I want a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people don't understand that they got. I mean, it's like people don't see what's happening. It's just a certain few people, a bunch of us on this show that see what's going on, but a lot of people don't see. It's like you got all these companies. All of a sudden, they pushing these vaccines. Oh, we got this vaccine ready. Now here come another company say we got this vaccine ready. Well, hold up. It's been about 9 months. Y'all got these vaccines up to 90% effectiveness, 70% effectiveness. How y'all get that shit so damn fast? But the flu vaccine ain't even but 37% effective. Now think about that. How long we been fighting the goddamn flu? Five, 6 decades. It ain't but 37% effective, the vaccine. But they got this vaccine for the coronavirus that's 90% effective. Come on, man, that don't even make fucking damn sense. And Bill Gates just did a fucking interview where he was him and Harmon. Y'all gotta look this up. He just like, because they've been having some side effects to the vaccine. You saying that?
You gotta do your research. You gotta do your research. You can't just swallow what they give you.
What's up,
Rob? Please play the video with Bill Gates and that damn interview. I think I sent it to you. You gotta play that video for people to watch.
What is on? What was on?
Let Jermaine, can you pull up? I thought I sent it to him. If you look up, like for people out there, first and foremost, for anybody that has any type of intelligence, I would love for them to tell me what gives Bill Gates credibility to be talking about a motherfucking vaccine when all of us had motherfucking PC computers and we all got viruses and had to buy malware and shit like that. People on his computers. And he talking about a goddamn coronavirus that he bought. Get the fuck out of here. I'm good. Nah, it's not going down like that.
But by you saying he created the virus for the fucking PC to sell the damn antivirus. He created the shit.
I don't know. Okay, let me ask y'all something.
You saying Bill Gates created this?
He could have a hand in it.
No, he created the virus. He created the virus for the PC. So he's Microsoft. He created the virus, and then he charged you to buy the software.
I think we created the virus, man, just to get people in panic and awe. And when we blamed it on China, I think that's what we did. We blamed it on China because
not we. What we?
When I say we, as far as the
government.
In order to initiate what's going on right now, in order to make this happen, people are not just going to willingly go in their houses and get brainwashed all day long by Fox News. Like the white lady said, why you don't have on your mask? Like, bitch, who are you to tell me why about a fucking mask? Like, for real though, people are literally brainwashed. But the United States, they got this thing with China, and it's easy to blame that on them. And who knows where it came from? I'm just gonna say I think we created this shit.
The government and the white man, they do things for two reasons: for money and for control. Yep. Period. If it's not fitting one of those agendas, it's more likely it's not gonna happen. So but let me play devil's advocate, okay? Like, I mean, why would they create something that actually hampers the economy? You know, and I don't think they would convince. I don't. And on the vaccine thing, I'm going to do my research on it. You know, I'm not going to be the first in line to take the vaccine, but I'm going to study it and I'm going to do my research. I'm going to check multiple sources that's not YouTube, and I'll make sure that what I'm doing is safe. You know, so but what I'm saying is basically this: why would they want to take out Black folks who are the number one consumers in this country?
It's not just Black folks, though. It's not just Black folks. It's a control thing, man. Once you fuck up the economy, man, that fucks with everybody's certainty of the country. They don't have security within the country once you mess up the economy or whatever. So it don't just affect Black people; it affects everybody.
Poor too. I mean, the poor Black folks and poor folks. We consume. We're the number one. We spend the most of our income. So we're the one who drive the economy. They need us. They need us. Man, Walmart need us. McDonald's needs us. They all need us.
The money, so they're cutting the fat. But you answered your own question. They're cutting the fat right now.
Yeah, that's I want to jump in for what BT said. And BT, you said it's about power and control. Everything about what they've been doing with this coronavirus proves power and control. And you factor in the economy, because when you start factoring in the pharmaceutical companies who run this motherfucking country anyway, that's where the money is. Then if you start putting in restrictions that people can't do X, Y, Z if they don't get that, there's the control. And then if you take away people's finances, that's where the power comes in, because now you have to depend on us to get the shit that you need. It's right there, plain and simple. And for any of us, anybody that looks like us, that's willing to take that motherfucking vaccine, and this right here is the motherfucking proof. Like, come on now, stop it. Anybody that's us taking the vaccine, this is a problem, because we already know that it's been proven about what they do and how they get down. They do it. They've been fucking around with chemical warfare for the longest. They love that shit until it starts affecting them.
If they give you just to jump in on what you just said, like you said about the control. So they took away all this. So they got you they got the American people in a place of despair. So if you're not working, you're not bringing in no money, you can't pay your mortgage, you can't pay this, you can't pay that, you can't do this and that. When they come with that damn UBI, you're gonna be begging. People gonna be begging for that shit. But like I said, what come with the damn UBI is gonna come with, well, you gotta show me that you've been vaccinated. You gotta show me proof that you've been vaccinated.
I think we're a long way from that.
No, we not,
bro. I promise.
No, we not.
That's what they want. They want.
That's what that second stimulus check is gonna be for. They're gonna say, in order for you to get that, you got to get vaccinated.
Oh shit! Oh boy!
I actually like the UBI. I think the UBI can eliminate welfare and like giving people $1,000 a month as a supplemental income. I think that works. All right. But I mean, for it to come with a string with I mean, I wouldn't vote for it if it means come with a vaccination. I don't know. I'm gonna wait and see how that works out. I think they're mutually exclusive.
To accept them to give you a check to experiment on you.
Hey, Vic.
That's not gonna. I'm not gonna accept that. I'm not gonna accept that. I mean, even though that's what they've been doing for years. I mean, they have trials and people that experiment on vaccines. That's what they do. I mean, that's what medicine does. They do this for cancer. They do it for everything across HIV, everything across the board. But what I'm saying in this particular instance, I think they're mutually exclusive. I don't think it's gonna happen.
You're right about that, but that's only for a selective few. You're right about that. They only do the experiments for those kind of people when they are in college or like if they work in that field, dealing with that kind of like dealing with vaccines and working with microbiology and stuff like that, they will pay and compensate those kind of people, not for the masses of people. We just can't say, what's Shaquanda from damn projects in Boston, somewhere, hey, we want to shoot this vaccine, and you just say, hey, see if it works, and you get a UBR, if it works, you're gonna pay you $1,000 every month to compensate. Nah, it don't work like that. I mean, everybody.
Have you thought about social gathering though, man? Like they have this where people can't come together. So if there's a problem that's going on, people can't come together and come up with solutions to combat anything. So with social gathering, what they have right now is they want people separated. When you're isolated, you easily can be infiltrated and taken out without nobody even knowing you're gone.
True.
Right.
We were attacked, we didn't even know it.
And on top of that, you think about this. So we have been the most disenfranchised in this country. I mean, everybody knows that. But the push that they talking about for this vaccination is, well, we're gonna give it to the black people because they being more. Since when they start giving a fuck about us in the history of this damn country? Now all of a sudden we in the front line to get this shit because they care so much. Come on, man. We can't fall for banana tailpipe. And for these people to be so smart and they come up with all these vaccines, all these coming up with these vaccines that's supposed to do whatever to this coronavirus. Why they ain't made a vaccine that's going to stop people from getting diabetes?
Hey Jay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a second.
Because the profit is in the medicine.
Well, this is why, Jermaine. They know that. I mean, this is speaking genetically that people of color do have a stronger immune system. We deal better with climate. You know, like especially extreme climates, heat. Our bodies are just different. We're more resilient. So they looking at it probably from that perspective, not a color base, like say, oh, that's a black man, let's try him, but probably just because we probably have a better immunity towards different stuff like that. You know, that's how I look at it. Like, I don't think it's like
that's true, but that's true. But when did they ever give a fuck about us like that?
They never
how
did.
Does that benefit them?
That everything you said could.
Yeah, like how does that benefit them?
Right.
I mean, they well, just like with Fu was talking about the Tuskegee experiment thing. So, you know, they've been doing what y'all don't understand is they've been experimenting on people since they got on this land. Even the indigenous man on this land, the natives were being experimented on too. Even during in the times of Jack the Ripper, that's all he was doing was kidnapping prostitutes, and they was using their bodies to do medical science. That's all they've been doing. They've been kidnapping homeless people, and during that time, and people without job that was just winos, drunks with no families, kidnapping these people and using their body for experiments. I don't even know
that in the United States with slaves.
Yeah.
Like George Washington, his whole teeth was teeth from slaves. They would knock out the slaves' teeth and make dentures for George Washington. Like that's supposed to be one of our presidents. So they was doing that to slaves forever.
They was wooden. Someone was wooden at first. But the new
No, they weren't. Nope, they weren't wooden. They weren't wooden. They were real teeth. They were real teeth.
Well,
they were real
teeth. They lied then.
Real
they
teeth.
Lied in the book.
Yeah.
Okay. So they lied again in the book. So okay, I know about the knockout the teeth of the slaves. I know about that.
Also with this panel, right? Think about this panel. We on Facebook, not Facebook. This panel was being recorded by somebody. Somebody has this video. So everything around you, we talking about control. We got to take a step back. People talk about conspiracy. It's only because of conspiracy when the shit becomes true. Like you got to really take a step back and look at what the fuck going on. Fuck that shit. Just look at what's going on, man. Like really.
We tell the truth on this panel. We tell the truth. They can't stop the truth. Truth gonna be.
Oh yes, they can. Well, they can stop it. They block this motherfucker. But here's another book that we all need to read. Right here.
Oh yeah, that's my book.
That's right there.
That's the book, bro. That's the book. I've been on that since middle school.
Oh, that's my dog right there.
Yo, you just read that, fool?
No,
baby.
Hey, they killed Alice Cooper. They killed him. He
Man,
worked for the Naval Secret Intelligence. He gave all
crazy thing about this is that everything that's going on, it's already been talked about. It's already been.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Hey, Food, what version you got? Because
once again, where they put stuff in books,
right? But if you got the good version for Amazon, hold on, I got it all. Food, what version you got?
It's a copyright 1991, revised in 2019.
Yeah, you ain't got that's the wrong. You gotta have the one from straight up from when it came out from the 90s.
This the one from 1989, man. It's the same.
What's yours from, V?
1989.
He got the one. He got the one that revived when they took stuff out. He got the main one.
That's the one from 1989.
Look at the distortion on it. Yeah, that's the real shit. That guy right there in the back, they killed him.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, to be real, you have to do human experimentation. Even Jonas Salk, the brother that we hold up on a pedestal for the polio vaccine, he basically experimented on 1 million children, until he got it right. I mean, you have to do this. Now, what made the Tuskegee experiment what made that so evil is because they lied to the black folks. They told them that it was one thing and they were actually giving them syphilis. You know what I'm saying? Right. And basically, so that's what made that illegal. I think if you're experimenting and you're you're an adult and you're an adult and you sign off on the paperwork and you're doing exactly what they're telling you you're doing, I think that's okay. But like, I understand they're not going to create this vaccine and give it to black folks first. I mean, they're not. I mean, they're not going to do that. I mean, it's what it's too much of a spotlight in 2020 to do that.
BT, you do realize that Bill Gates and his wife specifically said that. You do know that, right?
Right.
In the interview, they said exactly what you just said.
Okay, I understand that. But unfortunately, they don't run shit. As much money as he has, he doesn't run shit. He's not gonna just because he's extremely rich, he's not gonna make that happen. I promise you it's not gonna happen.
He got enough power to control the decision making. You know Bill Gates. Bill Gates is the biggest donor for the WHO, right? For the World Health Organization. He's the biggest donor. He's the biggest donor. We're listening. We're actually listening to everything he's building all these factories to make different vaccines. Where's he? I mean, he has his own money, but who's allowing him to do that? Somebody's allowing him to do that.
You're right.
He's rich and he doesn't know.
Right.
He has
now. Let me ask you,
bro.
All right, and also, yeah, he does have a lot of power. But what I'm trying to say is this: is that they're not gonna, the way they're gonna distribute it is not gonna be for black folks. It's the same reason why we're not gonna get reparations. They're not gonna be able, because how are you gonna designate who gets what? You know what I'm saying? Based on what? Are you ADOS? Are you black? Do you have a drop of black blood? Were you born in the United States? No, it's not going to work like that.
BT, they
can't do it that way.
You can't compare the two. And the thing with this vaccine and the way that they're doing it is they're allowing people to be pacified. You got so many people out here brainwashed and motherfucking programmed, and they glued to fucking CNN, and they keep talking about the CDC. But what people don't talk about with the CDC is how they said only 6% of that number is right when people die from the coronavirus. That right there is a problem. They negate the other information that was put out by the CDC. So once again, if you're talking about something that has a 99% recovery rate, why do we need a vaccine? That's bullshit.
No, man, we have vaccine for measles and the mumps. They don't kill you. They don't kill you.
But here's the thing. This is why I'm glad you said that. Here's my point, and the reason why I'm bringing this up again when I said it last week. All they keep talking about is the cases. It's rampant. The cases keep going up. Whatever, blah, blah, blah. They keep saying the same shit. Well, the cases can't go up if you don't get tested. That's a fact. So that right there negates a lot of the bullshit that they're talking about. Now, if we're talking about numbers and strictly numbers, if 6% of this 227, whatever it is, died from the coronavirus, and if you were to check the numbers from last year with the fucking flu, about 30,000 people died, which is around the same number if you check this shit out. But where were the cases of the people with the flu? A lot of motherfuckers had it. It's probably the same fucking number it is now, but people don't get tested for the fucking flu. Am I saying that the coronavirus is the flu? No, but what I'm saying is the way they fudging the numbers, the shit is right there in our faces, and they playing fucking games.
Here's the difference. Here's the difference. When you get the flu, you get 102 fever, you get runny nose, you're coughing, you're all that. You have symptoms. People know. You have the flu, and you can't transmit it. And for the most part, you don't transmit it to other people. What's dangerous about the coronavirus is that you could be asymptomatic, and then by the time you find out you have it, you could have spread it to 50 people. And who could? You know that. You don't know that. You see that, and that's the
point. That's what you just said. You're an intelligent brother. What you just said proves the point. They are saying a person can be asymptomatic and have it. They're saying that you can. Get the fuck out of here, man. They talking that bullshit. They making up shit as they go along. They've been doing it since the beginning.
But I have a solution. I have a rational solution for the vaccine. All right. The ones that's going to decide that if we're going to get the vaccine is going to be Congress and the Senate. All right. Once they decide that the vaccine is good to go, make them line up and take the vaccine first. Congress, Senate, President, Cabinet, governors, all the way down to city government, they get it first. Hey, why not? They got the best insurance anyway. Why not? Let them take it first. Give it about 2 or 3 months, and once we see that they don't have any symptoms or they don't grow a second head or no shit like that, then we can get it. Done deal.
Mr. Thompson, I'm gonna hey Rob, let me say this real quick. I'm gonna be quiet for a while. I'm still inviting people to the show. BT, do you honestly believe that everybody you just named would actually take the real vaccine and not a fucking placebo, and they gonna say that they're okay so that motherfuckers would take it? Come on, fam. That's too obvious. They would never take the real horse shit.
Effect. That's a Trojan horse effect, man. It's with the Trojan horse, man. It's with the
what's the best? So the best way is just to ride this out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna say I've been saying it since the beginning. And if anybody's had anybody die from the coronavirus, please don't take this personally. Number one, we are born to die. That's a fact. There's nothing getting around that. Since the beginning of time, people die every single day, no matter what. The same way people's immune systems are different and people react to shit different. I get sick. When I get sick, I'm sick for like 3 days. I'm good. And I do everything natural. Some people get sick. They be fucked up. So it's always going to be adverse effects. We keep hearing about what this shit does, this, that, whatever, because they're making up the shit as it goes along, which is a fucking problem. Yeah, we supposed to ride it out the same way you ride it out when you get sick. What do you do when you get sick? You lay your ass down because your body naturally fights off infection when you sleep. That's why you need rest. That's why you need fluids. All this shit is out there. When all this shit started, these motherfuckers telling people to go stock up on toilet tissue, paper towels, disinfectant, Lysol, hand sanitizer and shit. And what's over in produce? All the goddamn turmeric, all the lemons, all the limes, all
the vitamins.
Fill up your immune system over there. Stop. And here's the other thing. On the fucking news, while they was pushing buying toilet tissues and paper towels, they never said build your immune system up because they don't give a fuck. They did that to see, let's see if these stupid motherfuckers gonna buy up all the goddamn toilet tissue and paper towels. And what did they do? Motherfuckers buying truckloads of that shit.
I never understood I never understood the tissue thing either. Like, did it give you diarrhea or something?
Rob, the reason why they did it is, once again, it's called control. They put the shit out on the media like that to see if motherfuckers will do it. And that's exactly what they did. I'm sitting there watching motherfuckers with hand sanitizer all day do this. And when I see people do that, I ask them straight up, you do realize that your body has good bacteria and bad bacteria, right? They were like, yeah. Okay, so what does hand sanitizer do? I don't know. Well, it kills all bacteria. Dumbass. That means that you're actually hurting yourself more than helping yourself. That's a problem. People don't know this shit because they are fucking followers. That's an issue.
But here's what I think, man. When they come out to that vaccine, they're gonna have some like you got to get in college and stuff. You got to get in high school.
They've already did it.
The vaccine, and people gonna take the vaccine because they want to do some stuff. You know, so like I wear a mask to go in the store. I mean, that's what they require. I'm gonna wear a mask, even if I think the mask works or not. I'm gonna put on a mask just because I need to go shopping, bro.
Rob, this is the thing.
Start disconnecting this now. The powers that be.
Hey, Rob, here's the thing. What you're saying is right, but once again, comfort creates
chaos.
Fights. I have been wanting to go to Egypt since the 6th grade. I went to a Catholic school. A Nubian queen came in as my 6th grade teacher, bought this big ass book on Egyptian history, and ever since then, I've been wanting to go. There's a trip I could book right now that's not expensive. But when I looked up the fucking restrictions that said I got to take a corona test in order to get into Egypt, fuck them. I'm not doing that shit. I refuse to allow anybody to dictate.
He talking too much real shit.
So if you get symptoms, are you gonna take the test?
They had the silencer. You see that shit?
they had the silencer, bro.
They silenced them, man.
Hey, they cut you off, bro.
But on real.
So, you telling too much truth. You telling too much truth, bro. Hey, they say this nigga right here. Whoa, we gotta shut him down.
What happened to BT?
Hey, look.
But y'all check this out. While they were pushing the coronavirus was taking over all the headlines and had everybody distracted. It was 14 CEOs of major companies that resigned in the midst of all that. And at the same time, we had a transfer of wealth to the top 1% of $5 trillion. So you got to look at all these stuff that's combined at the same time. This was about transferring wealth to the top 1% and to completely eliminate the middle class, because that shit already, they've been squashing it anyway. But they really try to put everybody. You think about this, you got 45 million people unemployed right now. Unemployed. Don't have health insurance. Ain't getting a check at all. But you got all these rich motherfuckers still getting rich. What's Elon Musk? He done got richer. Bezos, he done got richer. All these people that got these big companies done got richer doing this. And the average American person has went to the poorhouse.
Facts.
Before I got cut off, what was the last thing y'all heard me say?
Oh, the government cut you off.
That's the man, and looking at you, bro.
F that. But this is what I gotta say. This is the
you stop in the middle of fuck.
I'm gonna tell y'all something that's crazy. It's two things I'm gonna tell y'all that's crazy. We had a lot of cases at my job. Folks caught it, like 9, 8, maybe 10 people at my job caught that jab. All the people did was just they told them to stay home for 2 weeks in quarantine. They came back. They did not take a vaccine. I don't even know what they took, but I know 2 guys that came back. They running around like rabbits now. They ain't take no vaccine, and they had it.
I mean, you can beat it. Your body can beat it. Yeah.
Yeah. And they
running
around.
People have, a lot of cases that you hear people dying, man. They have weak immune systems. That's what it is.
Right.
My mother died from it. My mother had a stroke. You know what I'm saying? She was in a convalescent home. her body had a lot of damage already. So you talking about it could have been the flu. You know what I'm saying? It could have been anything that could have sealed her fate. You know what I'm saying? So when I hear people talk about the coronavirus, man, just like, you know what I'm saying, Brother Fu was saying, take care of your body, you know, strengthen yourself. You better learn about these herbs, you know, take care of your immune system. Get you some colloidal silver, some black seed oil, you know, fucking work out, go to the gym. Stop eating all this fucking chicken and shit. You know what I'm saying?
But you got 19-year-old, 20-year-olds that are healthy, that work out, that take all these oils, and they still die. I mean, I'm not saying. I mean, it affects everyone differently. You're right. So the only way, I mean, do y'all support a lockdown? You know, if y'all want to ride it out, y'all want a lockdown where you can't go nowhere for a month or two,
No.
and then
No.
If
we can't continue what we're doing right now and reduce the numbers.
What? But that's my whole point.
But you assuming that the numbers are correct.
It'll never end, man. It'll never end.
You assuming the numbers are correct.
It'll never end. It'll never end. If you can't find a cure for the flu, there's no way you're gonna find something for coronavirus. This will never end. Period.
There's never. I mean, you got to differentiate cure from vaccine. Those are two totally different things.
So flu been here since the 13th century, since the plague doctors.
Right. There's no cure for the flu. There's a vaccine for it. There's just no cure.
So what's the difference with this coronavirus? If they're giving you a vaccine and you can still catch it?
No, if you get the vaccine, supposedly you will not get it. Well, not this strand at least. Not this strand.
Hold on, this is so crazy, dog.
Wait, everybody, hold on 1 second. Wait a minute. BT, hold up. Wait, because you fucking me up. Let me get something straight. If you get a flu vaccine, they inject you with a strand of the flu, correct? Isn't that right?
Correct.
They stopped.
Oh, he froze.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. So hold up, everybody. If they give you a flu vaccine and you get a strand of the flu, they're going to make a corona vaccine and they won't give you a strand of corona, but you're not supposed to catch it? That doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense.
That is true.
They'll give you
that makes no sense whatsoever.
They'll give you a form.
Okay, so here's my point, which what you just said. If so many people are scared of it, they're going to get it and they're going to die. How do they know which strand to give you that won't kill you? That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, it's the same. It's the same.
That's dumb as fuck.
It's the same science they give you when they give you the strand of the flu vaccine.
It's
different. The same thing.
I think that's the problem, man. It's so much unknown about this coronavirus, man, that people ain't gonna never trust it, man.
Hold on. What y'all have to understand is no common cold or the flu is the same strain. It's like fingerprints. Nobody had the same fingerprints. It's the same way. Okay, just like when the West Nile hit, what happened? What happened to that?
It's still here. It's still here. It ain't went nowhere.
It ain't went nowhere. The thing is to control it. The vaccine is to control it, to keep it to a minimum.
Hear about it. It never went nowhere. You just don't hear about it.
Control it.
Hey,
see, this is the.
So why sitting in all day long?
This is the.
You going crazy?
This is the COVID-19. It's the strand number. It's the strand of 2019. Now, right now we're in flu strand number 786 or something. I'm just throwing up a natural number. If you get the vaccine for the flu for 786, 786 is not going to kill you. 787 might, 785 might, but 786 is not going to kill you. And that's what they're trying to do with this COVID-19 vaccine.
See what Walter said.
So let me ask y'all this.
Previous year strands, which you're right, BT. He said that viruses mutate, which is right. The COVID vaccine will help you. Will help, but it won't cure it. That vaccine. That's true. Like I said, viruses change. It's different strands throughout the years, and they mutate. You know what I'm saying? Now,
correct.
Let me say this.
So why
like
take
y'all
it?
got those books? Y'all got Behold the Pale Horse. It talks about them going around in the neighborhood and letting, like when the West Nile was going on, they was letting mosquitoes out in the neighborhood at night. these mosquitoes that was infected with the West Nile. They was going out at night releasing them. It's called Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars. If y'all got to that chapter yet, I don't know. But it talks about all that stuff. And air chems throughout the sky when they have planes fly over the neighborhoods and drop off chemicals. All that kind of junk at night. You know, it's all kind of stuff, man. You don't know how this junk going. You never know. That's all I'm saying. It's crazy.
What's his name?
I mean,
what was Dave Chappelle saying when he was?
What?
Go ahead. Go ahead,
I
BT.
mean, what I'm saying is like all vaccines aren't sinister. You know, like Jonas Salk, like I say, the polio vaccine. I mean, that's something that's groundbreaking. That's something that all of us have in us right now. Everybody on this call. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we can't close the door on the idea of a vaccine. We just have to be vigilant in how they're developing it, vigilant in how they're distributing it, and when you're going to take it.
Could I read to y'all real quick? It's going to be real quick. He was just mentioning silent weapons for quiet wars. I'm going to talk about energy. Now, this is from this book right here. I'm not going to go into the name. I'm going to bring all that up in. Anyway, it states this. In 1954, this was an issue of primary concern, although the so-called moral issues were raised. In view of the natural selection, it was agreed that a nation or world of people who would not use their intelligence are no better than the animals who do not have intelligence. Such people are beasts of burden and stakes on the table by choice and consent. Consequently, in interest of future world order, peace, and tranquility, it is decided to privately wage a war against the American public with the ultimate objective of permanently shifting the natural and social energy wealth of the undisciplined and unresponsible to many of the hands of the self-disciplined, responsible, and worthy few. In order to implement this objective, it was necessary to create, secure, and apply new weapons, as it turned out were a class of weapons so subtle and sophisticated in their principle of operation and public appearance to earn themselves the name silent weapons. We living in this shit now, dog.
Goody Mob.
Now, to play on what BT just said, here's my thing. When you start talking about the vaccine and everything like that and what we need to do and how this needs to happen, it's supposed to be up to 10 years for vaccine trials. 10 years.
That's right.
Yep.
And they're pushing this shit in less than a year. So,
great point.
With that being said, and there's doctors and scientists saying there's no way anybody should be taking this shit because it's so fucking early. But you got people out there lining up to take the shit, not realizing they're fucking lab rats. If we got commercials that we can see right now for fucking pharmaceutical drugs, and one of the side effects they say at the very end is death, it's the same exact shit with this. You ain't shooting me up with something that can fucking kill me. That makes no sense.
No sense.
For everybody that's so scared about the shit, how the fuck are you gonna get shot up with something that could kill you? No.
I agree, man.
Here's the icing on the cake with that. There's what, 3, 6, 7 of us on this podcast right now. If each one of us got shot with that vaccine, we're 7 different people. There's going to be 7 different effects. How can they make a vaccine for millions of people that's going to be universal? That's the dumbest shit in the fucking world. That shit does not add up. And the fact that they keep doing it and more people not saying it boggles my mind, because once again, people are controlled by this. They got their head down, walking down the goddamn street, and they're going to listen to what anybody got to say. And then when it comes to obstruction, like somebody like me who goes against authority, then it's a problem. That's an issue because more people need to ask questions. That's my biggest thing. Nobody,
you know why they're doing this, man. Look at the stock market. Look how the stock market reacting to all these vaccinations.
I don't give a fuck.
Rob, that's what it's about, bro. I'm telling you. That's what it's about, man.
What? No, but you're talking about the stock market, which is being controlled by the people pushing the vaccines. The problem is the people who don't even know what a fucking stock code is willing to accept the vaccine because they don't use independent critical thinking. That is the problem. That's the shit that needs to get addressed. Because once again, everything is about power, control, and money. That right there is a fucking fact. And the fact that most people don't understand when all these fucking politicians walking around and the only class they talk about is middle class, it ain't no fucking middle class. It's the elite, it's the rich, it's the working poor, and it's the poor, and then you go down from there. That shit has been eliminated. And until we stick together, as far as everybody supporting each other business-wise, finance, whatever, we're going to stay in the same fucking boat. And the shit ain't going to change.
That's do your research. Do your research.
Look at how the economy was shut down, though, when the lockdown went down. No movies. You got a lot of black actors. No football, no basketball. You got a lot of us to do that. Anything with strippers, entertainer, all that was shut down. They basically shut down the whole economy. It was a lot of black folks that was having it, man, and it's gonna happen again. So again, I'm just gonna sit here and watch this. This is why I do what I do. I'm gonna be like this.
It said California first. They shutting that junk down. California getting shut down. And where you from too, V? Detroit?
I'm from Detroit. I'm living in Atlanta.
I know, but I'm saying
they about to shut that down in Michigan too. So
yeah. Oh, that shit shut down.
Messed up, man.
It's over. But Rob,
I don't care what nobody say. I understand that we live in a red state, but I'm so goddamn happy I live in Georgia and I don't live in Jersey, so I can move how I want to move. Because if I was in Jersey, I probably would have been locked the fuck up. Because I'd have punched somebody in their goddamn face. I've been wanting to fuck somebody up. So do I like Brian Kemp? Personally, no. But living in this motherfucking red state, I can move how I want to move. I enjoy that shit. And that's the other problem. The other problem is, since everybody was against Trump, everybody was against him. Now that the transition is getting ready to happen with the liberals, they're going to push their agenda. And since it's them, people will be more willing to listen.
Seems to be a very polarizing issue.
Oh, man. Willie D.
And don't mess with Vlad, man. Don't mess with Vlad.
And vaccinations.
Rob.
I read an article.
Yeah. Rob.
It was in the Atlantic.
Yeah. Robert.
Where Bill Gates said,
please take this video off. We don't fuck with Vlad. We don't watch any of Vlad videos. He's boycotted. Please take this off. Right, please turn this off, man. Please. I'm begging you.
Yeah, and Willie D is not a reliable source. I'm from Houston. Willie from Houston. I can't co-sign Willie D.
We don't fuck with Vlad. Vlad is boycotted in our community. Period.
It's so important to speed up the production. If you wait until this is the one that's going to work. Now we're going to run and build a factory. You're going to waste months.
Rob, please turn this off. A lot of people are going
to die in the process. So he's actually throwing away billions of dollars to make sure that more people survive. Bill Gates has given away more money than anybody, I think, in human history.
Come on, Rob. We begging you, man. We don't fuck with Vlad.
See this. I'm not going to take the Bill Gates vaccine.
I don't know who the fuck Vlad is.
We telling you, he's one of the people boycotted in our community.
So you know I don't fuck with Vlad.
So please turn him off. Please delete. Like, we don't want to watch this video,
bro. I want to hear what Willie D got to say.
No. The point is the content who it's coming from. Fuck the cop.
I'm vaccinated right now for the flu. When all this started, I talked to my doctor. I said, "Should I get the flu shot?" He said,
"This is about being on code. Code is none of us play black videos at all."
I'm going to go ahead and get the vaccine. What's your take on vaccines?
I'm not doing it. I do believe that the vaccines are responsible for this influx of autism in the black community and this disproportionate influx of autism. We didn't have these type of issues in our community 20 years ago. All of a sudden, they're doing all these vaccines. And look, and this is not just, in my opinion, it's not just a theory. That was a worker at the CDC, a doctor from the CDC who actually blew the whistle on this and said that they knew 10 years before they admitted that that those vaccines were causing autism disproportionately in Black kids, Black boys specifically. So I don't trust the vaccines. I never did. Well, I take that back. I did at one point. I tried getting vaccinated for, I tried to get the flu shot a couple of years in a row. And each time I got it,
got sick as hell, bro.
I actually got sick. And I had these horrible symptoms. And it wasn't like 1 or 2 days. It was like
I took it one time too. I stopped taking this shit too.
I take my chances. Rather than just injecting me and making me sick, I'd rather just take my chances. So since I've been taking my chances, I might get a little mild, scratchy throat or a cough here or a sneeze there, a sinus issue or whatever, but nothing that lasts past a couple of days. I personally believe that these people inject this stuff in there to make us sick because, the money is in the medicine. It's not in the cure.
All right, man. What my boy little man.
Yeah, man.
I don't know the story about Vlad because I don't follow Vlad. I don't know who the hell Vlad is. So what's the story with Vlad, man?
No, Rob. The point is,
tell him why.
Who the fuck is Vlad? I don't follow Vlad. I don't know who the fuck Vlad is. I ain't never heard
about
of
being on code. We just told you. No, listen. The point is, we do not play any videos from Vlad. Period. It doesn't matter what the content is. Doesn't matter who's on it. The point is, boycott him, which is what has happened. Vlad ain't been nowhere. We telling you that for a reason. And you play the bullshit.
Reason, bro? I'm asking you to tell me the reason.
Tell him why.
The reason is because he made derogatory comments about the Minister Farrakhan, and all of us said we would not fuck with him anymore because he generates his income from
culture
like that. We would never play any of his videos. But the point is, me telling you that, basically man to man saying don't play the video, cut the shit off, and it's the reason I was expecting you to do it because at least we would be on call on this show. That's bad, bro.
I don't do what people
I'm
tell
serious.
me. You have to tell me why. I'm not playing the damn video because he made the derogatory comment to goddamn Farrakhan. Who ain't made the derogatory comment to Farrakhan? Black people do that
on this show.
Black people make the derogatory comment to him, man.
Don't fuck with him at all. I would think, but put it like this. I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna say it like this. Here's where we're different. This is exactly where we're different. If the situation was reversed and I did the same thing, out of respect for you as a man and my boy, if I'm saying, yo, we don't support that, I'm gonna say because you said it, I'm gonna turn this shit off. It's not about you saying, well, I don't care. Nah. That's the whole goal of this show, is to be on code and rock with each other.
No, the part of the show is that everybody got a fucking opinion. What you believe in, I might not believe in. But you can't expect me to believe in what you believe in because you believe in it. You have to tell me why. You have to give me revelation on why I should believe in what you believe in.
Okay, so here's my
question. Hey, y'all had this conversation off air, man. Y'all had this conversation off air. Don't have this conversation off air. Y'all have this conversation off air, y'all.
Right. Listen, check this out. Rob, you get that video I sent you. Let's get on code.
This goddamn cold shit again. Here's the problem with us as black people.
Nah,
we expect when one person believes something, the other person got to fall in goddamn line. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to agree to.
Let me tell you, Vlad is a Jewish kid, right? He's a Jewish guy. He half Russian. I'm sorry, half Russian, Jewish, half Russian, and they consider him a culture vulture because he goes to get information from different artists and rappers, just like Ebro and this other guy that got a Rosenberg. Them two really big culture vultures. They go around and get information and like he started some stuff with Joe Buttons one time when they went to this guy house that Joe Buttons had beef with, and Vlad got punched in the face and they got to fight, and he just go around and talk to rappers and get information on black people. And he said some slick shit about Farrakhan that was false, and he had to go back on it and make sure that he got his shit correct because people came at him about that. He's like a culture vulture. He just sits people down, especially like people of color, get all kind of information and put it out there like that. Sometimes wrong, sometimes right. You know, depends on the situation. But that's just what he do. He's a host. He's radio. That's what he.
Hey, being on code, being on. Hey,
go ahead, Jay.
Bottom line, being on code means we gotta learn how to have discourse behind closed doors. We can't have discourse in front of the world. No matter how big our show is, how small our show is, whatever disagreements we have, we gotta have them behind closed doors. And that's for all black. That's for our community, black community. That's what we gotta have.
Also, another thing, man, this is your show. You know, and out of respect for your show, you can play whatever the hell you want to play. You know,
no, this our show.
But still, though,
anybody come on this show can voice their own opinion.
I understand
you know
that, but at the same time, it's not for me to come and say, hey, you can't play this and you can't play that, regardless of what went on. You know, I think we could have we handle our business one-on-one. We all men here. You know, so I don't want nobody else to know what goes on inside of our house. It's our house. Right. Let's protect it as that. You know.
Oh, I don't think it was big issue. Hell, I didn't know what the hell.
It's not a big deal.
I ain't never heard no damn Vlad.
I mean, like it's something.
That's you go. Right now. I don't follow no Vlad.
I mean, he did an interview with your son too.
I don't still know him. Shit.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, man. Fuck that shit. Let's keep this shit moving, man. We know we that's peanuts, man. We elephants. We can't be swatting flies.
Play that video I sent you, dog. It's not a Vlad video, is it? No.
Let's get on that
video. No, it's about some more fucked up ass police brutality.
You won't get on police brutality now.
Yeah, I'm back on that. I ain't got off it yet. Y'all ain't let me finish last week.
What you know, man? Like even with that police brutality, man, like that's small shit, man. That we can take care of ourselves. Everything is about money, man. Like none of us got life insurance on us. Put a bag on you and see what happens. Put a bag on your house and let them ride and see what happens.
When it comes to police brutality, man, we have to tear down qualified immunity. That has to be thrown in the trash and redone. Qualified immunity, it gives police too much autonomy to kill people, black folks that are unarmed. I mean, the whole I feared for my life type thing. Because like if me and Jermaine are having an argument and then I feel for my life and I pull out a gun and shoot Jermaine, I'm going to jail. Period. Why isn't it the same standard for people that are trained to handle weapons and to handle to de-escalate situations like that? It should be they should be held at the same standard. But qualified immunity, it doesn't. It protects them. It shields them from that.
I think you're gonna cue it. Right here.
I hate to see this kind of shit.
Get the fuck up off him!
Look at that shit.
I can't even watch it, man. That's just me. All right, hey.
Hey, you cocksucking pig, get the fuck up off him!
He's screaming saying get up, but he ain't going over here.
Yeah, I got him. He didn't bite your damn hand.
Somebody down.
Hey, get the fuck up off of him, man.
Look at her with the goddamn camera. She ain't helping him.
Look at
Back up my ass. You see that? Back up my ass. You see that shit? Nah, get the fuck up off him.
Get a handcuff on this hand over here. Get a handcuff on that hand.
This man bleeding and y'all won't even let him.
And the black cop ain't doing shit.
He ain't even telling.
He making motherfuckers get back.
See, that's what I'm talking about, man.
Y'all niggas fuck now. Y'all niggas fuck. He didn't fucking bite you. He did not fucking bite you. Set that shit up.
How long is this video?
It's over. That's it.
Yeah, I don't want to watch no more of that.
I don't ever want to see nothing like that again.
Well, this shit don't happen again.
I mean, but I see a lot in that video that disturbed me. Number one, she's screaming with a goddamn camera. Number two, I see men standing around ain't did shit. They're gonna continue to fuck you up if you don't fight back. This is what it is. What y'all doing about it? Ain't niggas, we ain't sticking together on that level. You know, you see this attack, but she's sitting with a camera. And how can you have respect for somebody? That's all they're gonna do, and hope for somebody to bring justice to them. You know, justice gonna come to it.
But here's what happened when you intervene. Now the cop feel like he got the right to kill you because you know what I'm saying. Now are you willing to take that bullet? Who willing to die? You know what I'm saying? That's what it come down to, bro. I feel what you say. I feel what y'all be saying when y'all saying, "Oh, they should intervene." Okay, they don't pull out the gun and start shooting. So only way you can intervene, you got to shoot to kill the police first.
No,
that's where we at, man. Unfortunately, that's where we at right now.
Rob, I'm gonna tell you how you get the police off that man. I'm gonna tell you how you do it. If it was enough black people, enough people of color, like 10 or 20 or more, and rush those cops, they'll get off of them.
Disarm them.
And just
disarm them.
They ain't gonna shoot everybody.
A man with a gun and a badge that's a big deterrent from somebody doing that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Back.
I'm from the hood. I don't seen this shit play out before, man. Right. And hundreds of people just standing around watching. But nobody want to be the one to get shot.
They were scary. They had felons.
No, it ain't about being scary, man. It's about you don't want to get shot, bro. You want to be the one to get killed?
What did the Black Panthers do? They policed the police, and they had guns. So when it was more police brutality back then than it is now.
So how many people standing around that had guns?
Absolutely none.
Okay, the police did though.
They do. But
that's my point, man. I get what y'all saying. I totally get what y'all saying. But until you're that person, you can't say what the other person should have did.
What I'm saying is,
you know what I'm saying?
Screaming with a camera. That's her man choking out. I'm not gonna let nobody choke my wife. I'm not gonna let nobody choke my daughter. Flat. I'm gonna be right there going to jail with them. You think I'm gonna sit here and watch them kill my kid? And if you kill my kid, you gonna have to kill me. Be a fucking man. You ain't got no penis, dog. That's why they don't respect you. Well, put the respect on your name and be a fucking man, dog. Like, I'm not gonna let nobody do that to my wife. If a cop jump on my wife right now, nigga, I'm whooping that ass. I don't give a fuck what you got going on. Because at the end of the day, you a man like me.
Yeah, but you think your wife gonna intervene in that? It's different from a man and a woman, though, bro.
Dude, my wife is down like that. That's what she got her gun for. She gonna be like, get the fuck up off of him.
And she gonna pull out a gun.
If she and
it's gonna be a shootout. It's gonna be a shootout.
If I'm on the floor and they choking me out and I'm dying like George Floyd, she gonna handle her business.
All right, gentlemen, let me ask you something. Let me turn the corner a little bit. What do you teach your sons that are adolescents and your daughters that are getting adolescents when they're trying to be detained by police? What do you teach them to do?
That's what we gotta. No other people don't train their kids like that because they good. So we got to train our kids to do that shit. They can't just walk freely through
can't even prepare
like
if I had children, the first thing would be call me. Second, shut the fuck up. Period.
Don't say
all right,
no.
what about all right, yeah. That's fine. That's great. But what about when they're getting detained?
Call
Don't say shit.
that. There you go.
Go with the cop. Go ahead.
Go with the cop. Don't say
him.
shit.
Okay. All right.
Be quiet.
Don't fight them. Don't say shit.
And I'm glad he said that. So I can plug my people's board game that teaches kids how to interact with cops. Go to justusjunkie.com. My people's made it, who's a criminal defense attorney in Chicago, and she's selling it like crazy because we need it in our communities, and it needs to be in the damn schools. Period. If anybody want the link, hit me up and I'll get it to you because it's needed. That shit is better than fucking Monopoly.
The first 7 words the police tell you is you have the right to remain silent. Shut the fuck up. Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. Shut the fuck up.
In the court of law, but not on the streets. That's in the court of law, but not on the streets because the streets not.
It don't matter. Still shut the fuck up. That's go to trial. Fight it out. Don't say nothing. Shut the fuck up.
Right. You can't win battles in the street. You can win them in the court.
Man. If they take you to jail, have them take you to jail if you make it to jail.
See, what if you're not saying nothing? They still doing wrong.
That's what it is. What other choices you got besides shut the fuck up? What other choice you got?
Bro,
don't let them beat you. Don't let them beat you. Protect yourself.
If they beat, of course, as a man, you're gonna protect yourself. But what else can you say?
I'm with you, Vince, but I had bad experience with cops.
Me too. And I shut the fuck up. I done got slammed on cars. I done got harassed. I mean, like, I done had them put me in headlocks and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, and they would stop me and my boys because we had white friends that was across 8 Mile that came to hang with us. They would harass them worse than anything for hanging with the niggas.
I'm sitting here bugging, and I'm laughing. I'm laughing because the same way y'all see me. That's why when Rob said what he said about, are you willing to do whatever? Yup, and I've been the same way. I got another good story for y'all, showing y'all I don't give a fuck and how I never gave a fuck. I care less. I was in high school.
As a man, you got to be willing to die for something, dog.
Exactly, and that's the whole thing. I was in high school. I was in high school my senior year. Me and my friends walking up the street. The street was so small it should have been a one-way, but it was a two-way. So we're walking up the street, and as we're walking up the street, there was a car parked. So my homeboys, they went around the car to get on the sidewalk. I stayed on the outside just because. So the cop says to me, "Get on the sidewalk," and I was like, "I'm gonna get on the sidewalk if you give me a chance." So he comes over to me talking shit in my face or some shit like that. And I pretty much told him, leave me the fuck alone. I'm not bothering anybody because I didn't care. Then as I'm walking away, he said to me, "You acting like a real baby right now." So I grabbed my dick and I said, "You could baby these right here." So I kept on walking. As I kept on walking, he came up behind me, grabbed my arm. When he grabbed my arm like this. I immediately came around and I was like this, but I had common sense. I put my hand down. When I put my hand down, he proceeds to go ahead and put the cuffs on me. A SUV thing came up. The cop got out the car, immediately banged my head up against the glass, chipped my tooth right here. Once they chipped my tooth, they took me to the police station, had me fucking handcuffed up against a fucking radiator. My grandmother came in that motherfucker and went off. My grandson ain't no motherfucking criminal. Why the fuck y'all got him handcuffed? Whatever, all that shit. They let me go. The next day I went to the dentist, got this shit fixed, and then also sued the police department and got a motherfucking settlement. So for somebody like me, like I said, I know I'm not everybody. I know people got kids and I get all of that. But Vince said it best and said it for the longest. If you're not willing to stand for something, you'll fall for anything. My whole thing is, if I see anybody, whether it's y'all, whether it's any just random person, if they are over excessively using force, I'm going to go over there and I'm grabbing the motherfucker up off of them and whatever consequences come, because it's the right thing to do. Fuck that. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen regardless. And until more people realize that shit and stop fucking recording and watching shit and acting like fucking girls, ain't shit gonna change. It doesn't have to be all about the guns. It has to be about the fucking numbers. That's the key.
The respect. Respect.
They don't give a fuck about us. It's been proven. They could give a fuck about any of us. And until we show them why they should give a fuck, they're going to keep on doing the same goddamn thing and ain't nothing going to change. Period. I don't give a fuck if I'm in Georgia, Louisiana, wherever. The crazy thing about it, I moved down this motherfucker. I got pulled over more in Newark, New Jersey than I have been since I've been living here. They leave the fuck alone down here. They harass you back at home. And it ain't white people. It's us. That shit is, it boggles my mind with that shit we're living down here.
Facts. Same thing happened to me in my neighborhood. Cops jumped on me for no reason, just walking. So I had a gun in my pocket. They pull up, red dogs, matter of fact, they pull up on me, block me in. I walk around like I'm not doing nothing wrong. Rob, you know I'll be in the hood, man. I don't be bothering nobody. Cop jump out, say with guns drawn, and say, "Put your fucking hands up with a gun." And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "I don't have a gun." He did that same maneuver, grabbed my hand, slammed my head in the back of the car with my face down. I'm like, "What's all this about?" I'm like, I'm not doing anything wrong. Officer, it was 3 white cops and 1 black cop named Officer Stevens. I remember his name because the way they had my head down in the car, I could just see his name bad. So they pat me down, taking all my stuff out of my pocket, throwing it all over the ground and flying, the wind blowing all my money and everything. They was like, and the black cop get out to my, it's just a routine check, Mr. Keith. A routine check? I'm like, for what? Then I started spitting out my law, saying, bro, I haven't been loitering. I haven't been in no one place over 24 hours. I'm walking to my friend's house. Other cop with his head onto the back, the white cop, he going all off. It's always got to be one of the ones with the big mouth. He talking all this. Let's just take him in for no reason. I'm like, take me in for what? I ain't broke no laws. I haven't done anything wrong. Let's just take him in and all this. So he slammed my face. I had platinum teeth at the time. So he slammed my face down to my heart, knocked them silver teeth out. I said, this platinum. He got mad. Started pushing my head down hard. I said, okay, this is how we're going to do. I'm just be quiet. Then the black cop was like, yo, man, let's go, whatever. They got in the car. Then they started laughing. They drove off. So I went to the other cop up the street, the black cop, and got the number to their precinct. I said, yo, man, I need the number. I just got violated by these red dogs, man. I need y'all precinct number, man. So I called the precinct, and I happen to know they boss because he worked at the club I used to go to up there, and my neighbor called a bounce. And he said he'll get right on it. He's like, I'm sorry that happened, Mr. Keith. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get right on. I know exactly who those dudes were. And then I ain't see them no more. You know what I'm saying? But it was kind of messed up that I got violated like that because I could have been shot or thrown in jail for no reason when I don't have a record. You know what I'm saying?
Again, man, I'm sorry that happened, man. But a lot of times, man, we just got to shut the fuck up when they fucking with us, man. Like, we ain't got to have our ego or nothing. I know it can be hard, man, to tell these motherfuckers not to suck our dick. But, man, we got to shut the fuck up, dog, when they messing with us. Like, for real,
bitch, we pay their salary, dog.
We got to be smart, man.
But bitch, they serve and protect us. I pay his salary, bro.
It don't matter, man. They got the gun. They got a gun, dog.
Hey, Vince.
He's doing the job wrong.
Vince, I completely agree with what you just said. You got to remember, I was 17.
Control, man. That's where, man. That's where that energy come in.
I totally get where you're coming from. What I'm going to say is, at the time, I was 17, and I didn't know any better. Would I do the same thing now? Of course not. But at that particular time, my I don't give a fuck level was on 1 trillion. So it didn't matter. Like I'm dead serious. It didn't matter because once again, the great thing about it is as you get older and you embrace knowledge and wisdom, it's a little different. Now mind you, when the time comes, I'm blessed enough to have children. I'm going to teach my children to stand for what they believe in. That's a given. But I would make sure that I tell them that story that happened to me and tell them don't do that because the consequences, because that's experience. Believe me, I get it. But the crazy thing that's part of the reason why I mentioned that game too. Because think about that. We don't get taught how to interact with cops. We don't get taught that shit as kids. We just pretty much taught You know, keep your head down, keep your hands on the little shit like that. But when I was young, I didn't get that shit either. It was called, you had to learn as you go. I didn't know any better. But now, shit, you got us on here right now that can help each other out, but more so help out these motherfucking kids that really don't know no better.
Yeah. Well, hey man, they want the link.
But the sad part is we live in a world where you can follow the rules to a fucking T. Like I did what I did and nothing happened.
Like Philando Castillo.
And like the boy Ferguson, you seen the new documentary? They painted that boy all wrong. Documentary too. They painted that boy wrong. I knew.
Well, man, it's like a lotto, man. Depending on what cop you getting. I guess it would depend on what cop you getting. You know what I'm saying?
It do, but you still gotta be smart, man, to understand that these motherfuckers got guns, like you said. Shut the fuck up. Don't make it worse on yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Vic, but sometimes shutting the fuck up can piss them off. Cause they like, oh, they trying to get some information, you shutting the fuck up. So that pissing them off too. So it's like a catch-22. What the hell you gonna do?
I have the right to remain silent. There's no proven strategy I can give you except follow what that thing say. You got the right to remain silent. You got the right to attorney. Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. So whatever you say is going to be used against you anyway. So
if you make it to court, if you can make it to court.
But I would rather shut the fuck up and have the possibility of making it to court. And then when I get to court, what they got? My statement is between me and my attorney. They didn't already fuck me up, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's going to happen anyway. But at the same time, I'm not going to put myself in a position where these motherfuckers is killing me and choking me out. If I'm calling them assholes and bitches and all that other kind of shit, that shit increase. You get what I'm saying? That's a possibility to increase because now these motherfuckers, they already mad. They got a Napoleon complex. Their ego is mad. They might have had a bad day. Their wife might have left them. They might be drunk. They might be drug addicts. And you right there with handcuffs on, and you a perfect victim for them to fuck up and let their frustrations out on. So I don't want to give these motherfuckers no kind of reason to put their hands on me in any kind of way. I'd rather shut the fuck up. It might seem like a punk move. Yeah, I'll shut the fuck up. But when I'm going to court, that's what my attorney is for. You know what I'm saying? I made it to court. That man right there got a settlement. He's smiling like a motherfucker.
Well said.
Vince, I'm laughing because you just said red on the show. I'll be quiet. But when he go away, I'll be talking again.
I'll be talking again to my lawyer, nigga. To my lawyer.
Hey, fool.
Yo.
People want the link for the game, bro. About 2 people came up like they want that game bad, bro. They want you to post the link. Whatever.
No,
I'll post it in the comments. It's all good. I got it.
Okay, good.
I got it.
It's like
there ain't nothing that's gonna protect us, man. That I can tell you, man, except be quiet. It's nothing. It's no strategy that's gonna win on this. It's nothing.
You can't because we can't. I got a criminal justice degree from Rutgers, and the one thing that stands out from all of my classes that was universal is that the criminal justice system is based on discretion. Period. The same cop that pulls you over can pull you over and give you a warning. He can pull you over. He can give you a ticket. He can pull you over and fuck you up. He can pull you over and kill you. When you go to court, the fucking prosecutor did whatever all that shit is. They can negotiate a deal to let you out and nothing, or they can throw away the fucking key. And then they
done beat your ass.
Here's the icing on the cake. If it's a trial, if it's a fucking trial, the jury of your peers can say, let him go. But the judge can say, nah, I don't agree with that. And lock your ass up. Everything is fucking discretion. You can kiss their ass and they can still do it the other way. You could be an asshole like me and get it. Like I said, it's potluck with this shit. You have no idea what the fuck is going to happen based on how these motherfuckers are. That's why when we talk about this, like my first show,
if a jury acquits you and the judge reverses it, you'll win that in the
Say that again?
If a jury acquits you and then the judge steps in and reverses, you have great grounds for an appeal.
Who got the
if you have a good lawyer.
Yeah. Yeah, but
It's still money. You got to pay for that.
What you're
Yeah,
saying?
you're right. It's gonna cost you.
What you're saying is good. No, but that's the issue. Fuck the money. Let's throw the money out of it. Think about the case of the cat that was in New York that was locked up for a fucking book bag or some shit. Never made it to court. Ended up getting out after a certain amount of time. Basically, he
Khalif
killed himself.
Browder.
So the fact of the matter is, the way the system is, fuck all that appeal and all that other bullshit because it doesn't matter because we still fuck.
Private prisons. That's the root of that evil right there. Private prisons. And
that wasn't a private prison where homeboy found. He was in Rikers.
Yeah, you're right. All right. Oh, you in Rikers Island?
Yeah. Yes. He was in Rikers Island. He did not get a fucking court date.
Yeah,
and
they
locked his juvenile ass up with grown ass men.
For allegedly stealing a backpack, right?
Damn, look at it's a documentary about it. I don't even want to watch it. If I watch it, I'm gonna be fucked up. I can't watch that shit. I know the story behind it. I'm good.
Yeah, that was kind of fucked up.
Y'all need to see the one. Hey, y'all need to see the one on the 27th of our old boy in Ferguson, man. For real. You need to see that one, bro.
The justice system, man, especially down south in Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, it needs to be thrown in the trash.
Arkansas,
you know, you got guys like C Murder and Mac. They're doing life on non-unanimous verdicts against them. That means is that a jury, just the majority of the jury, not all 12 members, voted them guilty. Only just the majority of them. So they just got rid of that in 2018, but they haven't retroed all the people that are in prison on non-unanimous jury convictions. That shit gotta go. That shit gotta go. There's so many things messed up about our justice system.
Mac been in there for a minute, bro.
Right.
We got about 30 minutes on the show. And I just want to say I'm proud of Rob. He ain't say Trump the whole show. So I gotta applaud him.
It's not over.
I did not
y'all keep changing the subject. Y'all don't want to talk about politics today. But anyway, Trump said he won. Hey, Trump said I won. Shit.
I follow him on Twitter.
You follow? See, I know you follow Trump on Twitter.
Yeah,
that's your dude, man.
Hey,
do you get tired of all that shit he be tweeting, man? That motherfucker tweet more than a damn A grader, man.
Somebody just farted.
What the fuck was that?
Who was that?
Somebody just farted.
Very comfortable.
God did that.
Damn, this is the Everyday People show for real.
It's really the Everyday People show.
Hey, so let's get back to this thing coming down to Georgia, man. Two Senate seats, man. Here's what I think about that. If we lose these two Georgia seats, it's gonna be hell for Joe Biden, man. 4 years. We can't hold him accountable for nothing.
Warnock.
Awesome.
Y'all can't hold him accountable for nothing anyway because he ain't committed to shit. So what you gonna hold him accountable for?
Facts.
What you say? What you say, Shemaine?
He ain't committed to shit for y'all. So what y'all gonna hold him accountable for?
He has some interesting appointments now. I'm not throwing no parade or nothing, but he's actually putting the right people in place. It looks like.
You think so? I've been looking at the damn cabinet. It looked like the damn who's who of the villains from Captain Planet. You remember that cartoon? Captain Planet and the villain. That's who he looked like. He put in his damn cabinet. He got fucking oil lobbyists, fucking Wall Street people. I'm like, God damn. Where all the progressives at? That helped them get in. Where these progressives at?
What say?
Check your Rob, check your Facebook Messenger and play that video, please.
Is it a Vlad video?
Man.
Hello, man.
You dragging that.
See?
He dragging that one. You funny.
What you sending on the
Check your Facebook Messenger.
Hey, but all these people he's appointing, and I told Rob, I said I'm gonna give Rob $50 if he put any progressive in his cabinet.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't too much like the progressive agenda, man. I think they too far to the right. They too far to the left. They too far to the left, man. A lot of the shit they want, you know, they gonna goddamn happen. So you be wasting your time, man.
You sound like the establishment Democrat. That's why they gonna work, because you establishment Democrat.
It's a lot of stuff I don't believe in. Democrat do, man. It's a lot of stuff I don't believe in, especially progressive. The only thing I'm for is insurance. I think everybody should have health care. That's only after that. You know what I'm saying?
But you gotta fight. But Rob, you gotta the conservatives are super far right. So you gotta fight fire with fire. You gotta be super far left to combat them. It is what it is, man.
That's true.
Hey, Joe Biden told y'all on the campaign trail. He said to y'all, nothing will fundamentally change. He told y'all that.
No. I think you're misinterpreting that.
No, bro. I heard it. I heard what he said. Nothing is going to fundamentally change. He said we still going to get these corporate dollars. We still going to support these damn corporate interests. Fuck the American people. We're going to lock y'all ass down for 6 goddamn more weeks. We're going to give y'all this damn vaccine. Y'all going to shut the fuck up. He said it right.
Jermaine, I tagged you on an article about Biden appointing experts on systemic racism for his administration.
Let me cue this video up. Yo, dog.
What he doing? He building another task force. They love building these task forces to study these problems. I'm gonna read it.
Right. And Jermaine, I don't want you to think that he's gonna. I mean, you can't insinuate that he's gonna fix all the plagues of this country in the next 4 years or the next 8 years. It's not gonna happen. It's been over 300 years of treachery. You know what I'm saying? You can't fix that in 8 years.
I have no misdelusions that he's going to do.
Why we're doing it.
This it right here.
All we can do is make steps in the right direction.
Any policy that will benefit Black people.
All right, play it from the beginning.
Society. Let's be clear about that.
Play it from the beginning.
Trying to, bro. Hold on.
Just like there you go.
Oh, we playing
that have resulted in the
read what it says. Everybody read what it says.
And we understand that that's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this. Any policy that will benefit Black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No.
Because Blacks were picked up. It was racist. I mean, slavery was very specific. It was very specific for Black folk. If you're going to have a solution, you must have a very specific solution for the same people who were put into the toilet to pull those same people out of the toilet. You cannot, it is racism to compare Hispanics with Blacks. I always lump them together talking about Hispanics and Blacks in education, Hispanics and Blacks in economics, Hispanic and Blacks in poverty. The two don't go together. They have no justification. Hispanics were the second group that started enslaving Blacks through Portugal and Spain. Why are you going to compare the descendants of slave owners with the descendants of the slaves?
That have resulted in the greatest disparities. And we understand that that's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this. Any policy that will benefit Black people will benefit all of society.
Oh, so it's the same thing you're repeating again.
And that plays into the conversation going on right now. Everything is fucking fluff, and we always gonna be at the bottom of the barrel, and ain't shit gonna change. It's gonna be that's the biggest status quo right there. Ain't shit gonna change. That's why for me, I don't understand how motherfuckers be getting all hyper and happy over shit. I am officially sick of symbolism. I want to see action. But I'm a realist, and I understand that ain't shit gonna happen unless we actually do it. But the issue with that is once we decide to do it, when they get sick of us doing for ourselves, then they gonna fuck with us then too. So the cycle is that it. This is just like you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen when you get pulled over by the cops. It's the same exact shit. You can't win for losing because you don't know what the fuck is gonna happen in that sense. But in this sense, we know what the fuck is gonna happen because their goal is to distort and basically dissuade anybody from progress. If they don't have a hand in it, they don't want you to. They don't want you to have anything to do with it. That's why I said about that family that bought all that land in Georgia or whatever. I'm happy that they did it, but if they ain't got nobody protecting that shit, as soon as they get to a certain point, that shit gonna get bombed. The fucking land gonna get contaminated. It's gonna be all types of shit that's gonna happen, and we know this coming because they're in a secluded area. It's good on one end, but it's horrible on the next.
So are we gonna stand with them? Are we gonna stand with them?
But Rob, here's the issue. Here's the issue. What we have. Here's the issue that we have in this country as the people. The one thing we do not have, we don't have a military at all. Since we don't have a military, that's why we always gonna lag behind. Because at any given moment, they can pull out tanks and bombs and all this other shit. And it ain't but so much that we can do. That's why shit, I'm a firm believer. I've always said it needs to be like it was back in historical time. When kids are raised, it needs to be designated for what they're going to do. Children need to be raised to infiltrate the fucking system. The only way this shit gonna change for real is if we infiltrate they shit. They do it with us easy. We infiltrate their shit, it's game over. Because the funny thing about it is the infiltration really to me is sex and pedophilia. Because it's easy to get them because all of them they gonna cheat on their goddamn wife. And some of them gonna be touching, most of them gonna be touching motherfucking boys. You let that shit get all over the internet. Now you start fucking with them. That's where you blackmail and shit, where you can get bills passed and all that shit. The same way they do to the music industry, motherfuckers. With look what I got. You better put this guy. You had that dress on. Remember this shit? You got to do what I got to do. We got to do the same thing to them, but that takes strategy and that takes planning and it takes fucking time. But it is what it is.
Well, I think you're a little bit extreme with that right there. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't, like I said, some shit I follow you with and some shit I won't. You know what I'm saying? I think we just got to come together as a.
This article is interesting.
I think a little bit differently though, man. Like I'm always talking about money and shit and Black Lives Mattering and putting yourself in a position where if they bomb your house or they kill somebody around you, you have some money where you can go somewhere else. Every country, like I'm looking for my family to possibly move to Guadalajara pretty soon, you know, within the next year. And every country want black folks to come over there, but they want you to come over there with something. You know, a lot of us want to come and go and do shit, but we don't have no money in order to make things happen. So if I want to move to Mexico, I got $200,000 to move over there. They're gonna bring me over there and welcome me. They're gonna give me a house if I want a house. The healthcare is better and shit. Just imagine if Mexico said something like this. All right, black folks, we're going to give y'all a space over here. Y'all ain't got to worry about that police brutality and none of that. Just bring your economy over here. It would be some shit.
Yep.
It would be some shit.
Eric one talked about that shit. Eric one talked about that shit on the interview. I remember that.
It will be some shit. It will be some shit because now you just took the whole black economy. We ain't got to worry about nothing like that no more. But, hey, Black lives don't matter because we ain't put a number on it.
But what can we do that's doable, man?
Conservatives would have a problem with that.
And I get that going to Guadalajara and all that, but how many people you think finna move to Guadalajara, bro? I mean, we got to this our land right here. We got stake in this shit over here.
You have stake in it, but at the same time, you're not welcome here. You can't even walk around safely.
Because we got to come together, bro. We ain't came together yet. Let's see what happens once we come together and do what we need to do.
You come together, what they gonna do? They gonna break that shit up and they gonna bomb that shit up.
But if you got that mindset, then you got that mindset.
Listen,
if that's the mindset you got, that what you got. Listen, it's 2020,
right? 1985. This is recently. They dropped a bomb in Philadelphia because of an organization called Blue, because black people wanted to work and do their own thing. They dropped a bomb in the middle of Philadelphia.
And what the fuck we do? What we do? We sat back and watched it. We sat back and watched it.
Sat back and watched it. But the thing is, this is what you do. What we doing now? Sit back and watch.
I'm gonna tell you another example. Colin Kaepernick. He sacrificed his whole career trying to bring attention to something. What we do? We still watching football. Them niggas still out there playing football for the NFL. Ain't no saying we got to all them NFL. It's NFL is 70-75% black athletes. If they say we're not gonna play, what they gonna do? But niggas wouldn't stand together.
Wait a minute. I just got a question.
We gotta stand together.
Rob, I got a question for you.
Together, man, first.
Rob, I got a question for you. I know you're a Falcon fan, right?
Not now. I'll just play.
No, but have you watched any games this year?
Yeah.
So if you watch any games, if you watch any games this year, you can't bring up the scenario you just brought up about Colin Kaepernick
because I'm just one motherfucker. If everybody
wait a minute. Wait a minute. The reason why I brought that up is because the way you brought that up is great, but are you willing to sacrifice? The reason why I'm saying this to you is because I'm a Raider fan. I've been a Raider fan my entire life, and I'm from Jersey. The Raiders are actually having a good season. I have not watched one game, not one game, to stand for my principle because fuck basketball. I didn't watch any of the NBA because there's bigger things that need to go on. I'm one person, but it starts with one person, and then it goes down when more
to truly boycott sports. It goes more deeper than not watching the game. You can't drink Coke. You can't drink Budweiser. You can't use Amazon, FedEx, any of that.
BT, wait a second.
They have way too many sponsors that you use every day.
Wait a minute, BT. Okay, and I'm gonna bring up a side point with what you said. For all the people who are in Georgia, who are Democratic, and they voted for Warnock and they voted for Ossoff. Them the same motherfuckers going and shopping at Dollar General, and motherfucking David Perdue is the goddamn CEO or was the CEO. So whether he wins or loses, motherfuckers still supporting him. So once again, it's about standing for something. I didn't really fuck with it before, but now I really don't fuck with it. As far as the NFL goes, if every single person who stands with Kaepernick stop watching football and those ratings go down and they losing even more TV money, something can happen. Hell, I'm proud of James Harden. I was saying, why the fuck he want to leave to go to Brooklyn? Come to find out, he just want to get the fuck out of there because the owner of Houston is a fucking 45 supporter. He's saying, fuck Houston. I want out. But the flip side to that is, it doesn't really matter because damn near every sports owner is a 45
is a Trump supporter.
But I would say in his case, he's in Houston, he's in a red state, and it's blatant that he's supporting them. I appreciate that. When I saw that shit, I was like, damn, that's some gangster shit. But the thing about that is they don't put that on and fucking and first take and all that shit. You gotta find that that's how he stands.
Hey, Jerome, the not watching it, that's cool, but I think it got to be deeper, and it has to start with when Colin Kaepernick did his thing, made his sacrifice. It had to take all those 75% of the NFL of the black players to say he ain't playing. Now to get them to do that, it's not gonna happen. To get them to do that is not going to happen because we have all been assimilated into this damn system so bad that we're so dependent on this damn fiat currency. Them NFL players ain't finna give up them $1 million homes and them cars and all that money, that fake shit that's in the damn bank account. They're not gonna do that. Like you said, it requires a matter of sacrifice. Just think of how many what it would have done to these NFL owners if those teams came to the stadium for the game and they came to the middle of the field like they normally do, and they said, you know what, we ain't playing today, and they just walked off. Every single game, 32 teams, all 32 teams did that. Well, the black players. Think of the impact that would happen. That has to happen. Fuck us watching the game, because they'll find motherfuckers to watch the game.
Exactly.
I'm talking about them really impacting the game.
Yeah, there's enough white folks to sustain the TV market.
85% of them playing. Who finna sit there and watch the other 15% of them players play a football game?
Great point.
That's the solution right there.
See, like I say, once
just like the NBA had a chance not to play that damn bubble, and they decided to play it.
One thing I hate about us, man, is black people. We talk too much shit instead of just doing it. Just do it. Just do what we got to do, man. I think we got to. We got to put economically. We got to come together too. You know what I'm saying?
We have so much stuff wrong with the black community. We have plenty of balls to run with. Like, and this is our problem is that we criticize each other. No, we don't need to be doing that. We don't need to be doing that. Like everybody should have a role and run with it. Like Dr. Boyce Watkins, the investment ball, run with it. You know, Dr. Umar Johnson, the education ball, take it and run with it. You know, you take Tamika Mallory, you take the black women's rights and run with it. And all of us meet at the promised land. That's what we all need to do instead of stopping to fight with each other. You know, that's what the white man depends on. He doesn't even set traps for us no more because we stop and we fight each other and we have beefs with each other instead of focusing on going forward.
But what you just said, BT, that's one of the problems. What you just said, you named all those powerful people and those organizations, and then you said the Black women's movement. Well, if you're a black woman, you black. So quit separating fucking damn black women and the men. That's the problem right there. They separated us to the point where we don't even fuck with each other no more. Because you got the black women saying, fuck the black man because he didn't come and vote and do all this damn shit. I mean, so we got to stop separating. If you black, you black. I don't give a damn if you a fucking woman or not. You black, right? So why it has to be a black movement, a black female movement, a woman's movement, and shit like that?
We can't even decide on what black is, Jermaine. We can't even decide on what black is. Is it ADOS? Is it what? I mean, can you be from Africa? Can you be from the islands? We can't even decide on that.
I would say like
when you say
that's more of a feminist movement that he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? The feminist movement. They recruit the black woman, and they've given the black woman privileges over the black man, in order to have that control over the black man, because the black man is order. A masculine energy is order. Feminine energy is chaos. Look at every black woman with their kid. Their house is in fucking chaos because there ain't no man around to apply order. So when you take the man out of the house, you take the man out of the community. Our community is in chaos because there's no men there to lead. We are made to lead physically, period. It is what it is. A man and woman is a different thing. And when you look at women today, they want
all they doing is throwing their ass. That's it.
They want to compete with men, and it's like it ain't no competition between a man and a woman. Look at COVID right now. When that shit went down for real, you ain't hear nobody talking about this independent woman shit because it goes down to primal instincts from there. Somebody kicking your door, what you gonna do? Think about a lesbian couple. Somebody kick in the door, who gonna get up and challenge that man at the door? That's what your man is for. That's your man. That's your position as a man. Somebody kick in your door, you protect your woman, not your woman for you.
I'm with you there. I agree with you. But here's the thing: our communities have been decimated by the war on drugs, mass incarceration, and drug addiction. You know what I'm saying? So it's more women than us, believe it or not.
It's always been more women than us, but you got to take it even further than that, man. Like our whole culture got to be burnt to the ground, starting from religion, thinking that somebody will come and save your ass because it's not. Starting with looking at how many women it is. Start looking at how we need to repopulate this community with men. Like I believe in polygamy like a motherfucker. I do, because it's necessary for economic warfare. Everything goes down to money. If you don't have no money, you can't buy no guns. You can't get the fuck on somewhere else if you wanted to. You can't do shit without money, except complain and beg for somebody to do something for you. And this is where we at right now. We begging.
All right. Oh, you believe? True polygamy. If you're gonna do it, you got to do it right. Now you got to take care of those women. You can't just. It's not just. I just see a woman. I want to get with a woman. It's definitely taking care of the women and their children.
We're not talking about consorts. We're talking about the concept of marriage and building an empire. That's a consort if you just fucking with her. We talking about marriage. It's a lot of women out here that are single women that don't have that don't have husbands. But I'm not saying a man to come in and be somebody daddy for somebody who already got kids. If she made a fucked up mistake, that's her problem. Who wants to go in and deal with that? As a man, you don't want to raise nobody else's kid at all. But I believe in the concept of polygamy. I think that a black man, if he's a man and he handling his business, he should have more than one wife, not a fucking court and consort.
Right. In black and white terms, that sounds great. But what happens to the black man that got killed, or that was a black man that has kids behind that's in prison, or whatever, or the black man that didn't take care of his business. So does that woman have to suffer because of that and her kids?
I'll put it this way, man. A woman got to be accountable for the choices she got to make, just like a man do.
Now, women are not. Now, women, and I'm not talking about all the women, but our women are too busy, man. That's what women do. They like to gossip. They do this all day. That's what they do all day. Filters, standing sideways, showing their butt, selling their butt, fan pages, all this. They not ready for comeback, man. They ain't ready for real shit going down, man. They too busy worried about
last. Nah, don't say that. Not all of them.
Not all of them. There's good women out here. There's some good women out here, though.
We talking once again. We talking majority and minority. If you want to go on Instagram and just hit your shit, you gonna see that instantly. You want to talk about majority, minority? We doing numbers again, like you always talking. Your numbers. I'm talking numbers. Time you turn on your Facebook or your Instagram, the first thing gonna come up. I can even do it and show you on somebody standing sideways.
It go both ways. How many times you turn around, you see a dude holding a stack of cash like a telephone, or throwing or with a blunt in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Doing, or a drink in his hand. I mean, it goes both ways.
Yeah, I agree. And the women be smoking too.
There's some good women out here, so. Like I said, if you want to fuck with a guy, man, that's your choice.
I give you an example. Something happened at my job. I'm gonna tell you something happened at my job. This has recently happened. All right. It's this girl work up there. She a pretty chick. She from New York. I think she from Brooklyn. I don't know. So she saw me one morning. All right, I come to work. She was like, "Yo, I didn't know who it was. I didn't know she was security. So she's security. She young. She's like in her 20s, late 20s. So when I got my own parking at my job. So I turn on the street and I let my car rip and go to my parking spot because I got a fast car. So I go real fast on the spot. Whatever. So I know her sister's boyfriend is my good friend from New York too. So it was going around the job. She going around telling everybody, I'm corny. She said, I'm corny. He corny this. Every guy she see, he corny, all this. So a couple of days ago, which was what 2 days? Well, yesterday, the day before yesterday, I was on break, so I seen her outside doing her job. So I said, I'm gonna get down to the facts of this. So I walked up to her, I said, yo, Cynthia, her name's Cynthia. I said, yo, I stood to her like a man. I came up to her, I said, yo, what's up with all this corny shit? Why am I corny? What's up with the corny shit? She went all off the edge. Nah, I know she told you that. Some other girl told her. I'm like, yo, just be easy. I'm just asking you a question. I'm not coming loud. I'm just asking you why I get off. What the corny stuff come in there? Because I always treat you like a queen. I treat you with respect. I never talk behind your back to any of this stuff. But why I gotta be corny? Oh, it's just, you know, you be ribbing your car, you and these other guys, and I'm from New York. I'm from New York. The difference is, see, I'm from New York, and down south, y'all want a whole nother thing. I got that made me kind of mad because I'm sick of people with this. I'm from New York shit, and saying because I'm from the South, we different. Y'all on we on some like she was saying like, I'm from New York, you from the South, and we do things different. I'm like, what's the difference? I'm from the inner city of Atlanta. I mean, what you saying? I mean, what's different from me driving my car fast in Atlanta versus anywhere in upstate or anywhere else? Everybody drives their car fast.
So she say you corner because you drive your car fast, bro?
Yeah, well, she just saying like basically, I don't know if she's jealous of me or she just mad. I don't know what's going on with the lady. So I just wanted to approach her.
And that's somebody who don't even need your attention, bro. That's somebody who don't even deserve your attention. So I don't even waste my time, my energy on that.
Yeah, I feel I'm just manifesting on the fact that why see her where her energy at is on some negative junk, calling me corny, but ain't nothing positive about a building or trying to say building on something positive. You see what I'm saying? All she concerned about is calling me the N-word.
You don't know how to.
You know what I mean? It's corny, man. That's corny. Yeah. To me, that's corny. That's corny.
All right, man. We finna do them parting shots now, man. You don't say everybody say what you got to say, man.
We gotta get off that
thing. Go to
Lynch
next
shit,
week.
Man. All that
what?
South up north stuff, that's Willie Lynch shit, man. That gotta go. For real. Oh, they gotta go. Because where your family arrived from is down here. They moved there. That's what they gotta get in their head. That's what she gotta get in her head. But I got family from there. I ain't hating. I'm just saying we got to get off that. We'll never come together. We think like that.
So that's your part and comment.
All that. If you don't like where I stay, fly away. Like Goody Mob, leave that.
Hey, my part comment is, hey, I love y'all. I'll see y'all next week, man.
All right, peace, brother.
Peace.
All right, Jermaine.
Peace,
love you,
man. Love you, brother.
My brother. Who next, man?
I'll step up. We need to unite. Go one direction forward. Squash all the pettiness. If you don't disagree with somebody, it's okay to question them, but let's not fight with each other. It's all right. Let's focus on constructive criticism and moving forward. And don't boo. Vote. Hold all your local officials from the school board all the way up to your senators, your state senators accountable. Be in their face. Be on their emails. Be on all their forums. Hold them accountable.
All right, brother. Appreciate you coming to the show again.
Robert Scarface from now on. Al Pacino.
Who?
You.
Call me Scarface for what, bro?
Scarface, bro.
What you mean, man?
I'm gonna leave it out like how I left out last week, man. You know,
let's go, Vince.
Number one, man, love your woman, take care of your kids, because there's some good ass black women out here. I don't care what nobody talking about, and there's a lot of thought bots out here. But at the same time, you got to be a motherfucking man, and you got to lead like a man. Number two, get your ass some life insurance. If you got $30 and you can buy a bottle, get your ass some life insurance to cover your ass. Because if you got kids, or even if you have an organization or anything like that, you can pass that on to them. Money make the world go round. We in a capitalist society, so you got to have capital in order for you to lead, in order for you to live. Number three, again, man, you know, love your brothers, do business with black folks, man. I spend so much money with black folks, man. I feel like I'm just injecting and empowered in the whole community, man. It feels good, man, to do that. You know, so I mean, I'm glad that it's a panel like this for us to kick it, you know, for us to come together and you know, don't go with left or right, man. Like, use common sense, man. Like, the Democrats don't love you, the Republicans don't love you. The only person that's gonna love you and that's gonna know about your shit is you. So focus on black people problems. Fuck civil rights.
Thank you.
Amen, brother. Hey, man, appreciate you coming dropping by again, man.
No problem, man. I'm always here for you, man. Thank you.
Anytime. Come on anytime, man. This show. Like I said, this show. I just moderated. You know what I'm saying? It ain't my show.
That boy BT. You talk what I be talking about. That's what I'm
all
talking
day.
That boy BT.
I'm next, man. Who want to get that part shot next?
Hey, fool, you want me to go next, fool? Is your fool?
Go ahead.
Okay. Yo, man, this was a good show, man. Like I said, I love all y'all brothers, man. I don't know. Like I said, man, we got to do a lot of self healing, man, and community healing. We got to change the rules in the books and this old history. We got to go from the old history to the new history of what's going on. You know what I mean? We got to do more building with each other, man. More brotherly love, man, throughout our community. Not to draw the gun on each other and kill each other off just because of minor discrepancies or disagreement. We beefing over each other with petty stuff, man. Colors, gang banging, all this bullshit. That don't mean nothing. Got to build economic wealth, like VG was saying, and like my boy Fu was saying, man. We got to get more books, get more knowledge, read more, become more immune to what's going on with the world behind us, and use our third eye more. You know what I mean? I love all y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? We all on the battlefield together, man.
I love you too, my homie. Love you too, my homie. You know what I'm saying? Have a good weekend. Have a good Thanksgiving. If y'all celebrate it.
No.
Hey, man, if you celebrate it, have a good Thanksgiving. Look, man, I celebrate Thanksgiving with my family, man. I don't, you know what I'm saying?
I don't celebrate it, but I'm going to eat somebody's food, though.
That's what's up. Celebrate.
Go down.
I want everybody out there to make sure that they take advantage of what's out there. And the reason why I say that is because when you start talking about economics, you have to be ahead of the curve. So for me, I'm always going to support us as much as possible, but we have to be more inclusive. That's the reason why I always big up Verde Hemp Farms and Rescue CBD, because I know the owners and they're giving people an opportunity in order to be a part of the green rush, because there's enough of us that's locked up right now who was selling weed or whatever the case may be. And even though weed is starting to become legal, they're still locked up. So we need to be a part of this $1 trillion industry, to be a part of something. And most importantly, support each other. And if you have a problem with a business that's owned by us, instead of popping your neck and cussing somebody out and being mad, because you don't do that at Walmart, you don't do that at big chain stores, have a conversation with the owner, let them know your gripe, and let them know this is constructive criticism, and I'm still going to support your business. Later.
Facts.
All right, let's go, Swan. What's up, homie?
All right. I take my microphone off mute because there's a lot of guys talking, and I'm right next to Charisma, and it's like a lot of reverb and feedback. But what I've learned to do in this episode, this is my second time on the show, and I've learned a lesson on listening. And what I've discovered is that all of us are very important to this show. And it was just really good to sit here and listen to the guys really try to attempt to work out something as a whole. And I'm going to be here next week. It's been a month since the last time, but I'll definitely try again next week and get on the show and have more of an opinion to speak out on. But we got to do for our families, our children, the women in our lives. We got to stop being emasculated by these law officials, on social media. All this stuff has to stop. We have to build on police reform and all these different things and discuss matters that hit home for us. We make America what it is, regardless of what's going on. And because a lot of people are frustrated about it, they take it out on us. But we're going to have to really use this show as an avenue to build on ways to correct things. And I think that this show should overflow. We should get more people watching and taking part. And to everybody, I want to wish them a good holiday. Keep God in your prayers no matter what you believe in. And that's that, man. Rob, I appreciate you, man.
Hey, man, appreciate you, bro. Come back again, man. It's your show.
All right.
All right, y'all. First of all, I appreciate everybody who tuned in, everybody who chimed in, everybody who came on the show and spoke and gave their opinion on how they feel. This is what this show is about, y'all. It's about ordinary, everyday people coming together and just sharing what they think, sharing their thoughts. You know what I'm saying? We're not all going to agree on everything, but we can come to some kind of consensus on some things to move the ball forward. I don't believe that God brought us this far to just leave us right here in this spot. I think we got a lot of work to do. Every generation has advanced the ball. It's our time to advance the ball. It's our time to advance the ball. But we got to come together. Even with our differences, we got to come together. And that's what it's all about, being different, but on the same level. Ain't nothing wrong with having different opinion, but we got to come together with those different opinion and put it all together. You know what I'm saying? To come to a consensus. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate it. Look at the thing strolling down now. We got a Facebook group called Overflow, the Everyday People Show. Y'all hop on there, y'all join and start a conversation. We can even talk about it next Tuesday, man. Whatever y'all talk about, man. Whatever we talk about what you want to talk about. This your show. I'm just a moderator. Y'all stay safe, man. Like I said, have a good holiday, good weekend. We'll see y'all next Tuesday at 7 p.m. The same black channel, the same black time. Peace out. We gonna make it, y'all. We gonna make it. Yes, we are. Peace. Mm-hmm.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours. It will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure. We will be sure. Oh, glory. 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 Oh, glory. Hands to the heavens, no man, no weapon formed against. Yes, glory is destined. Everyday women and men become legends. Sins that go against our skin become blessings. The movement is a rhythm to us. Freedom is like religion to us. Justice is juxtaposition in us. Justice for all just ain't specific enough. One son died, his spirit is revisiting us. True and living in us. Resistance is us. That's why Rosa sat on the bus. That's why we walk through America with our hands up. When it go down, we woman and man up. They say stay down, and we stand up. Shots we on the ground, the camera panned up. King pointed to the mountaintop, and we ran up. One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours. It will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure. We will be sure. Oh, glory. Glory. Oh, glory. Now the war is not over. Victory isn't won. But we'll fight on to the finish. Even it's all done, we'll cry glory. Oh, glory. Oh, glory. Oh, glory. We'll cry glory. Oh, glory. Oh, glory. Salmons now for every man, woman, and child. Even Jesus got his crown in front of a crowd. They march with the torch, we gon' run with it now. Never look back, we done gone hundreds of miles. From dark roads, heroes, to become a hero. Facing the league of justice, power was the people. Enemy is lethal, a king became Rico. Saw the face of Jim Crow under a ball ego. The biggest weapon is to stay peaceful. We sing, our music is the cuts that we bleed through. Somewhere in a dream we had an epiphany. Now we right the wrongs in history. No one can win a war individually. It takes the wisdom of the elders, young people's energy. Welcome to the story we call victory. The coming of the Lord, my eyes have seen the glory. One day, When the glory comes, it will be ours. It will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure. So sure. We will be sure. So sure for the world. Lord. God be the. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, Lord.